Hello, Primary 5 superheroes. This is Saifuddin. Welcome in a new episode of our curriculum in the 5th primary stage. Today, we have listened to plant growth stages. We're going to be starting our session by watching this video. Actually, I need you to extract some concepts with me, some words we need to understand here through this video. After that, we're going to use them in the upcoming challenge, which is really interesting game. Let's get started. First of all, I know you might be thinking what happens underground for a seed, which is the baby of the plant. From the first day, this seed starts getting water, it absorbs water, so the seed underground absorbs the water. Then the roots of the seeds become larger. Look, they start to growing, step by step, sprout. Then it becomes seedling. In this stage, this plant known as seedling. Seedling means very young plant. So the seedling is the very young plant. The next step is turning the seed or the plant into totally adult plant. Adult means like this. So a complete plant has roots underground, has a stem, and has large leaves. Now, let's watch what are the concepts that we are going to use in the upcoming game. See you. And now, with the first challenge we have. I have a game for you to locate and label these names with the correct stage. So, in front of you here, a seed. So, we should match this with the seed. Do you see where is the seed? Yes, this one. We should drag it like that. The next one, what do you think? Is it going to be sprout or seed with a root or seedling or an adult plant? Which one of them might be the correct answer for this one? If your answer was the seed with a root, I guess that's a right answer. So what do you think going to be the following answer here in this stage? I guess you might be thinking about the sprout or the seedling. The correct answer is gonna be one of them. But let me just remind you, the sprout and the seedling might be similar, but they have an essential difference. What is it? Actually, the seedling is the very young plant. The young plant that comes before the adult plant. So this might be seedling because it comes in the stage before the adult plant. So this one, I guess it's gonna be sprout. And the following one going to be seedling. And finally, we have the adult plant. To make sure about your answers, let's submit them. Perfect, you did a great job. Welcome back. Now we have a summary about the previous challenge and the previous episode that was in the video. In the previous challenge, we studied some knowledge about the seed, and the seed grows up to be seedling before the step of the adult plant. It becomes seedling, and finally it becomes an adult plant. That actually refers to two main concepts. The first one, which is really important, the germination. What does it mean, germination? The word germination refers to the process of growing up the plant from a seed into an adult plant. So it's the process that describes the growth stages of plants, starting from a seed, a plant baby, into an adult plant. So let's read the definition together. Germination, it's the process in which the seed begins to grow into an adult plant. The next concept here also is really important, the seedling. And I guess you remember that from the game. It's very young plant. I have a new challenge for you here. You have many steps. You're gonna find them with the link of the game below in the comments. Just search for them and try to fill them down correctly. And don't forget to send me back a screenshot of your score, because if it was correct, you're gonna be rewarded by a huge gift. Finally, I have an amazing game for you, which is matching pairs. In front of you here, some hidden concepts about the lesson that we have finished. You need just to click on one of the leaves in front of you. It shows you a concept, which is an adult plant. Within these leaves, we have another one similar to this. You need to search for it. For example, when you click here, you're gonna find seed. They do not match. You pass this game successfully when you match all of the pairs successfully. For example, this is the adult plant. Do you remember where is the previous one? If it was here,
Amazing.
you take point. Then you have to finish all these leaves by getting all of the pairs together. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye. Welcome back, Primary 5 Superheroes. This is Saifuddin, Lesson 3 in our science curriculum of the 5th primary stage. Here, we're going to be talking about the photosynthesis process. And in this lesson, mainly, we have 3 main concepts. Every concept related to one of the plant parts. The first one, as you see there, leaves. The second one, stem. And the third one is the roots. So the roots are the final part in today's topic. After finishing this part, I have an amazing game to play at the end. So let's get started. I guess if you have watched the previous 2 videos, you might be remembering that the photosynthesis, it's the process by which the plant makes its own food by taking the carbon dioxide from the air, water that comes from the soil, then to the roots, then to the stem, and from the stem, which distributes the water all over the plant parts, it goes to the leaves. Within the leaves, with the sunlight that goes deeply inside in the chloroplast that includes the chlorophyll, which is the green pigment that gives the leaves its green color, the photosynthesis takes place. So the plant can create its own food using these ingredients: sunlight, carbon dioxide, and finally water. Then the plant produces a kind of sugar or a kind of carbohydrate known as glucose. But besides that, the plant produces oxygen, and we studied that before, so consider this a quick revision about the previous part. So what is the upcoming challenge? Actually, we need to look deeply inside the leaves to see what's inside them. What allows the carbon dioxide to go in? What allows the oxygen to come out? So let's zoom in. And now let's watch that. Here is the structure of the leaf. But at the lower surface of the leaves here, we can find these tiny holes. The tiny holes there are known as stomata that allow the air to go in and out. So the stomata allow air to go. If it was needed gas, it's going to be the carbon dioxide gas. So the leaves are taking the carbon dioxide gas from the air through these stomata. Why we don't usually see the stomata? Because actually they are very, very, very small. And they are found in the lower surface of the plant leaf. So these are the 2 reasons that might be reasons behind why we cannot see them. So as a conclusion, the leaf stomata are responsible for allowing the carbon dioxide to go in and the oxygen gas to come out. Let's move to the next part. We said previously the stem is responsible for delivering the water from the roots into the upper parts of the plant, which are leaves and branches and so on. Besides that, there are tiny tubes inside the stem known as xylem. The xylem actually expresses the small tubes or the tiny tubes inside the stem. The water moves inside until it reaches the upper part of the plant. That's mainly the function of the stem. Finally, the roots. As you see there, the roots are responsible for getting water and nutrients from the soil, as we mentioned before. But you have to keep in mind, in every root, we have little hairs around, helps the root to get much more water. These hairs known as root hairs. So the root hairs are the little hairs that are extending from the roots to help the roots in getting much more water and nutrients. So by increasing the root hairs, the water absorption increases. So finally, we can understand why the plant leaves are taking light, carbon dioxide, water to produce oxygen and glucose sugar, because actually this is how the photosynthesis takes place. Let's move to the next challenge. This is the word search activity. All you have to do here is finding these words within these mess of letters. You have to search for these words within these letters. If you can catch them, select them, and send me back a screenshot of your score. Give it to me in the comments below and receive your gift. The next surprise that I have for you actually is a puzzle. As you see there, the plant parts are distributed in this sheet randomly, besides the functions. So these are the functions of every single part of the plant. All we have to do is to print this sheet, cut it, and try to form a complete diagram of the plant, and don't forget to label the correct function besides each organ. And the final surprise here is really amazing surprise. What do you see in front of you right now? One of the most interesting activities that I really like. Here in front of you, some mathematical equations. You have to solve them. For example, 1 times 2 equals 2. And search for the color in the range colors here. So in the color scale that you have here, you have from 0 to 20 gives you pink. So 1 times 2, that's pink. You're going to color this leaf by the pink color. The next one, 2 times 5 equals 10. Amazing. So the 10 is found in the range between 0 and 20. So it's going to be colored by pink color as well. Another example here, 5 times 5 equals superhero, 25. The 25 is not in the range between 0 and 20, so it's not pink color. It's going to be in the following scale, which is the range between 21 and 39. It's going to be orange, so you go color it with the orange. When you finish that, you need to show me the artist in you by sending me a screenshot of your activity back when you finish in the comments below to receive much more gifts. See you in the upcoming sessions. Don't forget to make like and subscribe if you didn't make yet. Don't forget to check the comments below for further more gifts and further more games, and goodbye.